This is part 4, maybe 5, depending on what order I release them in, of my Tawil guide series. This is Ultrawill. Now, Ultrawill is just the same as any other will, except for the cards are different. They're more shit because it's all Ultra. There are only a few good Awaker cards you want. Let's say you have a good Horla card. Again, you don't have access to a Horla's entire kit. You only have access to her Carol and her Dirge card you can play over. Now, Dirge, Toil can work, but again, if playing Ultra, you won't get the nice caucus counter. You won't get any nice poison amount. You only get this, and it's pretty mediocre. Carol, very good. If you're in Joy stance or Happiness stance or whatever translation they try to do it, it's good. But unfortunately, you don't have access to Snarl or Elegy. Elegy is what you actually want when you run Ultra Roll if you want to survive. So far, the best Ultra Roll comp I found, even though I don't recommend it, is this. Caster Horla Hamlin. Why Hamlin? It's because if you play Hamlin's Rouse and double up on Caster's card, it's double proc Quasar. It means 2 of his feathers go right in the deck. That's a nice interaction to have there. And I believe in the infinite recursive damage between Caster and Tawil. This is otherwise known as the recursive Tawil comp that I came up with. I have a nice video on it on my channel, Flares Awakened review, Caster from Ultrawill, B-tier with Calvas, where I did a spreadsheet and the entire math. When I do it, I'll show you the spreadsheet in a bit. Now, how this comp works, generally, I do have some clips. I don't know I'll play them. I'll try to make this series short because anyone who's marathoning my videos, it's getting pretty late right now, probably. So, with this comp, you live. Not as well as blue, less damage, but you have a potential higher damage cap if you have all your cards aligned. So, what you want Horla for here is for her Elegy. Increase shield and HP recovery effects and the strength debuff they cause by 21%. This applies to 4/4 wins. This applies to casters' retain cards. This will help you live. You stay in Elegy mode for most of the time and switch to the Snarl, where you're dealing damage on the damage round. So Elegy Snarl, you can sell Dirge because this is very low strength game generation team. Now, for cards who want to dupe, Clem, because Tawil can play Clem cards better than she can, because she actually has decent stats, and she's not a trash tier Awaker. So, you also want to play Umbro cards. So, how Recursive Tawil works is if you watch my video, I will just go to my other video where I go into this comp extensively. The only reason I'm making this video shorter than the others is because I have a video on this comp already. Caster review, the caster video. So, you want Tawil to dupe his Umbro Flight. Now, everyone knows how Caster, this is the main bread and butter of this comp. Temper increased crit damage by 15% of Caster's crit damage other allies. So, when you play this card and Tawil dupes it, it buffs Caster's crit damage, which means this card is stronger. And if he plays this card, it buffs Tawil's Umbro Flight. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There's a math to it. And with this, you get 1,000% crit damage and do massive damage that turn. It's a very, very broken thing if you get 5 Umbro Flights into Ultra Turn. Because you have pure Ultra Turn because you're mixing it with Chaos. When you mix Ultra with Chaos, they don't lose any damage reduction on Ultra Turn. If you mix it with Carol, if you mix Ultra with Blue, they get 25% damage reduction on Ultra Turn. With Tawil, you don't have this. So you want to put as many Umbro Flights as you want in Ultra Turn to get this wombo combo going. And with Tawil, whenever you exile, you want to hold as many of these as possible until the big wombo combo burst turn. That's the whole gimmick around this, and everything else is to just survive until that hits. Hamill is there to double up on any cast cards for more wings, so we can wing it up for the ultra wombo combo turn. Now, I will show you the math behind this in a second. Now, let me switch views to the spreadsheet. I actually lost track of the spreadsheet, but my video has it, which I'll go to right about now. So right here is a spreadsheet in this video. First Recursive caster from Ultrawill. This is the entire map. Let me zoom in. Boom. So this is max math crit damage. If you're going full crit damage with this comp in particular, depending on what card order you play, it buffs the crit damage of the other Awaker. I did this in Excel when I was making the video. I'm trying to find the Excel document. I was thinking about uploading it to the main document, but it's kind of a mess. Let me hide this. So total team buff right here. So if you have like the perfect order, like 10 cards, like 5 from Ultra plus casters plus Tawils, max amount of crit damage you get, 814% on Tawil. And then you can go wombo and kill everything. Once you get that massive crit damage buff. Again, this is crit damage buff without the base crit damage. So as you see, depending on what order you play in, I did the spreadsheet, so you can do the math. I'll try to find it again. But again, it's all mathematically sound. I did this, watch this video, and you see some insane wombo combos. Now this, I think, is the best Ultrawill comp you can possibly run. It's not as strong as Blue. It's not as strong on Mono, but if you want to play this, this is how you do it. And it requires a lot of setup. A lot of setup. This 24-minute video, I go over how to set this up. I will not repeat what I've already done in this video here. And that's it. It's getting pretty late for some of you. So that is how you do the Ultrawill comp the way I see it. Now let me go back to game chapter. And let me go into other specifics of this comp. The survivability with caster is good. It's not Blue Realm survivability. Because you have shitty Ultrawill cards. Most of the Ultra cards, trash. So you have to hope you get some good ones. Exalt is pretty useless. And Hamlin, caster. Again, you can just remove Tawil and make it as a caster comp. Why would you waste Tawil on this comp? But that's how you play Ultrawill with the best comp there currently is. You store up Ultra, blah, blah. I was thinking about making another run boss video on this, but there's no point. I do not recommend playing Ultrawill. It is pretty mediocre in pretty much everything, comparatively to Mono, comparative to Blue Will. Because, again, she does not benefit from her Exo copying cards from this realm. Because the cards in this realm, pretty mediocre. Unfortunately, this realm, while Caster is good, Jenkins is good. However, you can't really play Jenkins card with because this is Mice Assembly. She doesn't benefit from all the permanent stacking because you're not going to get more Jenkins cards. You have to pray to get more Get 'em Browns to buff the damage. Like Tank, obviously garbage card. Liz, garbage card. This Winkle is good because of her Exalt, not because of her cards. Same with her. Her cards are trash. Daffodil cards are good. Wanda's cards are trash. Borla's card you play once and you never play again. So all these units, pretty bad skill cards. Never. Winkle. Don't use it for Exalt. Use it once. So the only good cards you want is from Wanda and Caster. No, not Wanda and Caster. Daffodil and Caster. So, and it's very rare to get that. Now, another interesting interaction if you play Tawil with Caster, when you omniscient his wings or his Stygian or his Umbral, it also generates the Quasar effect, but it belongs to Tawil. But every Onyx Plume Tawil plays counts towards Caster's final damage. So the whole finals damage Caster mechanic, Tawil can speed it up. But again, why would you play this comp? So again, that's the Ultrawill video. See you next time. Either this video is the last in this series, or it's the next to last, because I'll go into Will after this, or before this. So whatever future Flares has in store, he knows best.